Hello and welcome to Up South. I come to you today from the Pullela Gopichand Badminton Academy, the cradle of Indian badminton that has produced the likes of Saina Nehwal, PV Sindhu, Pullela Kashyap and many more players that you can see around here. This is an electrifying atmosphere, and that's also because PV Sindhu has just returned with another bronze medal at the World Championships. But before that, the problem that has arisen here at the Gopichand Academy with Saina Nehwal deciding to now coach with Vimal Kumar for the next 2 weeks ahead of the Asian Games, and she will be training there in Bangalore. Her father, Dr. Harveer Singh, told Headlines today that it is not because of any differences with Pullela Gopichand like the kind we saw in May 2011. And of course, the partnership later won the bronze medal at the London Olympics in July 2012. Gopichand, of course, very reluctant to talk about this. This is what he told me when he landed at the Hyderabad airport earlier this afternoon.
As far as this report is concerned, I've just landed. I'm at the airport. I don't want to comment anything on this. We've got 2 weeks for the Asian Games, and we have every member of the team is working hard to get the best results, and hopefully we'll have good results at the end.
Okay. You're okay with her training with Vimal Kumar?
Yeah, I'm perfectly, no problem.
We also spoke to SMRA, former national coach, someone who has coached both Saina Nehwal and Pullela Gopichand, on what he felt about Saina Nehwal's decision to move to Vimal Kumar's academy before the Asian Games. Okay, now we can go across to my colleague Rohini Swami, who spoke to Vimal Kumar, the person who will be training Saina Nehwal for 15 days ahead of the Asian Games, which will start on the 19th of September. Rohini Swami, obviously a lot of controversy, perhaps many would say needless controversy ahead of such an important games. What did Vimal Kumar have to say about it?
See, Vimal is very clear. What he's saying is that Saina has come here because she wants to train, she wants to concentrate on her game, and it was after consultation with Pullela Gopichand and Saina and Vimal and Prakash Padukone that this decision was made, and that is why she has decided for 2 weeks that she will train here at the Prakash Padukone Academy in Bangalore. Vimal is also very clear, saying that under the able guidance of Prakash Padukone, she will be able to pull herself up and also concentrate on her game. This is only a matter of 2 weeks, and the unnecessary controversy is being made out of it.
Right, Rohini, thanks a lot for those details from Bangalore. In fact, now I'm joined by two-time World Championship bronze medalist. Let's see the medal first. But I'm sure we would like to see the color of it change the next time.
Sure.
How was the experience this time compared to last time, both times the bronze medal?
I think I'm really very happy for getting a bronze medal in the World Championships, and also a bit disappointing because after the match I felt that I could have gone to the finals, but that's fine. Maybe that was not my day, what I feel, because pre-quarters and quarters were really very good matches, because I never thought, because I was match point down, and then I came back again, and even in the quarterfinals after losing the first game I just came back. I was 16-12 down, so
you're managing to kind of climb the Chinese wall. But someone like Marin, many of us who saw the match thought that she was quite intimidating with her shouts, whereas you were pretty quiet. What was going on in your mind?
I think shouting, it's nothing like that. But one thing is that, we need to be aggressive on court. That's the main thing, and it's that just the game. I can just tell you that in the semi-finals it was anybody's game. Even she played really very well, and also she's a world champion now. So I think it's just that I just did some silly mistakes from my side. And
2 weeks to go for the Asian Games. What's going to be on your plate? It's going to be a very busy 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think from tomorrow I need to get back to practice again, because there's only 2 weeks to go for the Asian Games, and it's a very big event for me because it's the first time I'm playing the Asian Games. And also I think it's almost equal. It's a very big tournament because everyone is going to be there, and it's an Asian circuit. So right. I hope that I would really do well in that.
I'm sure you will do well, and I hope and pray that you do well. My last question, people thought that you and Saina would be hunting in a pair, but of late Saina have been faltering at crucial tournaments. What do you say as someone who sees her training here regularly? What's going wrong with Saina's game?
I think, she's playing well, and also recently she performed in the Australian Open. She did really very well, but I don't think so that she's really falling down because she's not losing to an easy player. Because recently she just lost to Lee Zuri. Of course, she's a world number one. We can't tell that, okay, she's not playing that well, but she's doing well. Maybe sometimes it happens. Ups and downs are always.
Would you miss her here?
I mean, of course, but it depends upon her where she wants to, and it's at the end of the day, I think it's her own decision. And
Right, Sindhu, congratulations and all the best to you. Thanks a lot for joining us. Thank you very much. Now news from the non-badminton world. In fact, Kerala saw a bunch today in the Kannur district where there was a murder of an RSS leader yesterday, allegedly by CPIM workers. In fact, 6 of them who have been accused of the crime have been absconding. And meanwhile, the Ministry of Home Affairs and Minister Rajnath Singh has spoken to Umman Chandy and also asked sentiment advisory about this particular killing, because political killings have kind of returned to the North Kerala, the Malabar region, after a very, very long time, and this has really sent shockwaves in the entire political system of Kerala. I can now go across to my colleague Rohini Swami, who has been closely following that story in Kerala's Kannur district. Rohini, there we heard bites, sound bites, reactions from people obviously condemning the kind of violence that has taken place in Kannur. But is this seen as somewhat altering the political equations in Kerala's Malabar region?
Well, yes, largely also because we've heard voices and political analysts very clearly saying in the last few weeks we've seen there have been a lot of CPM workers, party workers moving to the BJP. This kind of shift that is being seen, that is one reason for such kind of an attack. The police are investigating. We also know they have set up separate teams because the 6 people who are absconding are yet to be arrested. But more importantly, they're saying, political analysts are very clear, this kind of revenge politics should stop. Just because while 2 parties are trying to take revenge on each other, lives cannot be taken very clearly. And this we know when we were reporting about this right from yesterday when we broke the story, how with Amit Shah's presence in Kerala itself, this incident was a big shocker. But the police are under tremendous pressure as of now to arrest the people who are involved in this incident.
Absolutely. The police under pressure to arrest those absconding, 6 of them allegedly belonging to the CPIM. Rohini, thanks a lot for joining us with that update. Now, news on the new capital of Andhra Pradesh, which has been agitating a lot of minds in Andhra Pradesh for the past 3 months. In fact, there is a lot of talk that Vijayawada Guntur would be announced as the new capital. In fact, the announcement was supposed to be made by Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu on the floor of the House, but was put off at the last minute, apparently because today is not an auspicious day. Meanwhile, there are voices also from other parts of Andhra Pradesh saying that it should be towns like Kurnool or perhaps Visakhapatnam which should be the new capital of Andhra Pradesh. I can now go across to political analyst K. Nageshwar, who joins me from Hyderabad. Professor Nageshwar, thanks a lot for joining us on Up South. The Sri Ramakrishnan Committee report, which actually spoke against Vijayawada Guntur being made the capital of Andhra Pradesh, that seems to be in all likelihood likely to be dumped by the Chandrababu Naidu government. At the same time, the Naidu government, because of this very temporary status in Hyderabad, seems to be moving like headless chicken. Is that the sense you get?
Well, I think the Chandrababu Naidu is very firm and determined in making the capital somewhere around Vijayawada. And this was evident right from the day one when Mr. Naidu chose to have his swearing-in ceremony between Vijayawada and Guntur. And right from that time, the signals have been very clear from the TDP leadership to make Vijayawada Guntur stretch as the possible capital. Essentially because of not any expert committee recommendations. There is a vested interest for the party. The social forces which are very strongly backing Telugudesam since its inception have sizable economic interest in this region. And in fact, the Telugudesam leadership seems to be catering to those social formations and social groups which have been always supporting the Telugudesam and sustaining the Telugudesam's strength.
Right. Professor Nageshwar, as I said, many towns in Rayalaseema are feeling a little aggrieved that Vijayawada Guntur, which is also dominated by a particular community, could most likely be the new capital of Andhra Pradesh. Do you see resentment of this kind brewing in Rayalaseema, which could actually flare up in the days and months to come?
Surely it will definitely cause some discontent given the history also, because Kurnool was the capital of the first Telugu-speaking state formed after it was bifurcated from Madras state. So the Andhra state, when it formed in 1953, Kurnool was the capital. So therefore the Kurnool, the people of Kurnool somehow feel that they are aggrieved and they are neglected. But the point here is that you cannot have two capitals, and in fact it will be politically and administratively costlier and quite inconvenient for the people. What should be done is to diversify the development. Unfortunately, the Telugu Desam, for its own interest, to cater to the post-bifurcation anxieties, created unprecedented hopes around capital, stating that it will take 5 lakh crores, lakhs of crores of investment will come, another Hyderabad will be transplanted. All these hopes have created an unfortunate discontent among the Rayalaseema people and other sections of the people of the capital. So this is now the time for the TDP leadership to not to create such kind of false hopes on capital, and instead create development hubs in Rayalaseema and North Coastal Andhra and South Coastal Andhra, so that this discontent will not create another state kind of bifurcation kind of a situation.
Meanwhile, in Bangalore, the fastest man on earth, Usain Bolt, defeated Yuvraj Singh's team today in an exhibition match, in a 4-over exhibition match there at the M.A. Chinnaswamy Stadium there in Bangalore. In fact, Usain Bolt's team scored 59 runs to Yuvraj Singh's team, which had scored 58 runs. And in fact, it was Bolt who hit the winning sixer. My colleague Rohini Swami spoke to Usain Bolt earlier in the day.
Don't forget, guys, he's still a trial for... So he's still showing...
Hi Hussein, this is Rohini from Aaj Tak Headlines today. You're ready to take Yuvraj and Harbhajan down, you said. But if you need to challenge them on the tracks, what target will you give them to run and in what space?
That's a good question. So the other day I challenged my coach, my agent, to try to run 100 meters in under 13 seconds. And he did not make it, and he's an athlete, so I'm saying maybe 100 meters in 14 seconds, 14.5 maybe.
So post-match we see that today?
Yeah, I'll challenge them. Yeah. I'll challenge them when I get to the track.
That's it then on Up South this Tuesday evening. News and updates will continue on Headlines today, and I will go and play a game of badminton. Thanks a lot.